this. Oh, no.
I'm just looking at it for the first time. And it's like, okay, here goes. Dear Rabbi and Aleeza, what are your thoughts about women lying about their age because men their own age want to date much younger women?
Oh, that's not no for me. That's just normal. That's like, it's like people like driving the speed limit, 35. Nobody goes 35. Everybody goes 45. Everybody goes 50. What do I think about lying in age? To be honest, if you would have asked me this a decade ago, I'd have been like, ugh, I'm appalled. Yeah, lying about your age. That's ridiculous. We just talked about this. Accept who you are. Accept your age. Except if you're online and you change a few numbers on a profile because you want, okay, I'm going to explain it like this. In the housing industry, right? You're looking to buy a house and you can only afford up to this amount of money, right? $300,000. And you put up to $299, right? If you mark a house for sale at $305, that buyer is not looking at it. So you mark it at $295.
I don't agree with you.
I wouldn't expect you to. You're a rabbi. You can't.
What do you mean can't? It doesn't mean can't. I can do whatever I want, and I don't agree with you. It's finding a match is not buying a house. And you want to start your relationship with dishonesty?
No, I don't. But I want the algorithm to work in my favor. I'm gonna be single right now. But I'm gonna fight on behalf of the people that are doing this and say, it works. The whole system works against me. The whole world works against me. I just want to use the algorithm to get a better result. I'm going to
Are you honest or not honest?
I'm honest, and I'm going to tell him.
Is it a slippery slope? What else are you going to be hiding?
Well, it could be. It could be. People that are willing to do that are willing to live in the gray, and they're not accountants. And I'll tell you who won't do that. The accountants won't do that. The lawyers will. So sorry. Doctors 50-50, right? But people with very strong, people that are truth seekers, those people, the truth seekers, they can't do that. They can't because it goes against the fiber of their being, because it's a lie. Other people are like, no, I'm going to tell them. I want to slip in. I want to be an option where somebody thinks that I'm not an option. The world is ruining it though. The world says he can marry somebody who's 15 years younger and he shouldn't even date somebody who's 5 years younger. And the world goes stamp of approval. I can't lie to get into the system. I have a rule.
It's from the Rebbe.
Yeah.
From the Lubavitcher Rebbe.
Yeah.
I don't set up someone more than 10 years apart.
Oh, so we disagree on that too. We can do another podcast on that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a big deal. I won't set up more than 10 years apart.
Oh, I've seen some pretty nice matches happen between 12, 15, up to 25 years apart. And I asked them, I'm like, what's the advice that you have? Should we not do this? Is this not a good idea? And they're like, that was my soulmate. You're going to keep me from my soulmate? That's not acceptable. But you
have to have boundaries.
Listen, everybody has their own rabbi, and you ask, 10 rabbis and you get 47 answers. So.
Yes.
It's rough. It's really rough. But I would love to say, I would love to agree to disagree and to say it'd be better if you didn't do it. But if you're doing it, I understand why. That's really at the core of how I feel. It's ideal not to live that way because it is a slippery slope. And what else are you not saying? And forget about age. Photos. Do not post a photo from 7.5 years ago. I'm like,
from 5 years ago, from 4 years ago.
If you do not look identical to your photo today, really, really, really identical, just post an updated real photo of you. The biggest issue is if somebody's not photogenic. So if you're really not photogenic, I'm a little more lenient. And if you really look like your photo, and I have to be the judge of that.
I'm sure there's good photographers that can make you photogenic. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, really?
No, we can do a whole thing on photos. We have to do I'm going to pause here. We will do a whole thing on photos. But back to age, it's a slippery slope and it's problematic. And really, we need to not be doing this. But let me ask you. So I'm single and I'm, make up a number, 37. And the guys are going to start searching from 28 to 35. What do I do?
I don't know what you do, but I know that the cliche, when someone comes to me and I say, what are you looking for? I get three things. I get kind, honest, and humor. And it's one of those three. And now what's going to happen is if you do find that person, you were lied to them. And so therefore, it's very hard to come back. It could be
Right.
your soulmate.
Right.
I know that it's hard, but
Right.
Hashem, I believe that there's a God in the world,
Right.
and I believe that there's a lot, this is God's work,
Right.
and there's a lot of divine intervention.
Right.
And if that soulmate is supposed to be for you, you don't have to lie about your age to find that soulmate.
Right. Yes, and I've also seen it work out, and I've seen people, they own up to it, they talk about it, they deal with it, and the other person is like, yeah, well, I wouldn't have actually checked you out had you not lied about it, so I'm glad you did, because you know what, I was unreasonable in my search, and I was really making a mistake, and I would have missed you, and I'm glad I didn't. So I've seen it go the other way, so, you know, the problem is I've seen proof of the wrong thing going in the right direction. Like it has sometimes worked out, but you're going to have to clean it up. You're going to have to fix the mess, and you're creating a mess. And yeah, you potentially lose your credibility down the road, because if you're willing to lie about that, you lied about the bank account too. You lied about where you're willing to live. You lied about how many kids you're willing to have. You lied about the lifestyle you want to lead. What else doesn't really add up? So it sets you up for success. You're doing it the right way by doing it the rabbi's way. I'm going to say that. Can I say that? I concede.
And we can also agree to disagree on some things. It's okay.
Okay.